What is up, this is Ivo and welcome to another Lineage Red Knights video, and in this one we are going to take a look at the Zenith Queen. The Zenith Queen is a magic tank which has a lot of utility. She is attainable through the Tower of Insolence by spawning and beating her as the boss from floors 1 to 10. You need 20 pieces to summon her, and though it's quite a lot, the quests will also give out soul stones for her to make farming faster. Now let's take a look at her skills. Her active skill is Curse Poison. It is a 3-target skill that has a silence debuff which stops enemies from using active skills, and on top of that, it silences magic units at 100% chance for 6 seconds, which is very useful in shutting down healers and magic nukes. The silence also affects magic units, passive skills, and normal attacks, so any unit that uses magic will be completely shut down for 6 seconds. Her first passive is Spiderweb Trap. It is a single target attack which is a slow debuff for 6 seconds. And her second passive is Corrosive Poison, a counter attack which deals damage at the same time decreases the attacker's magic attack. Again, very useful for shutting down magic nukes and healers. The Zenith Queen is quite useful everywhere, except of course for stages that have too much physical attackers. She can be very useful anywhere that has magic enemies, for example stage bosses, a floor in the tower with lots of magic attackers, and also in the Time Rift. For me though, she excels best in PvP. Her active skill is very useful in shutting down healers in arena since it is a 100% chance and the AI seems to choose magic attackers. It usually breaks the heals of Erin and Olga, which are pretty common in my bracket. Aside from breaking their heals, they also won't get to attack and use their passives, making their tank very vulnerable in PvP. And in PvP, when the tank is down, it's almost probably over unless the other team doesn't have solid nukes. For physical attackers, I think it only stops enemies' active skills, but they still get to use their passives and at the same time use their normal attacks, so I would say the Zenith Queen is a lot more useful when facing magic comps. Her passives for me are just additional toppings to her utility. The first one slows attack speed, which is I'm not certain if it is slows the skill gauge, but I'm positive that it slows the actual attack frequency. And the counter attack provides additional damage output and at the same time reducing the opponent's damage dealt. The only counter I've faced with her is enemies which have skills that need less than 500 skill gauge to use. For example, Orcus, which needs I think 480 skill gauge, and since Orcus casts his skill first, he is most likely going to break the Zenith Queen silence. Just like how the Zenith Queen breaks the heals of Erin and Olga, and missing or having a skill cancel in the Colosseum is a pretty big deal. All in all, a Zenith Queen is a really good magic tank, and especially because she is attainable even at early levels. So I would suggest farming her early so that when you need or want to use her, you'd probably already have her, and I think she is the only real viable pet to farm in the tower. I mean, I do have the vampire, but I don't think he helps the team a bit much, but I'll update you guys if ever I start to use him. Anyways, I hope I gave you an insight about the Zenith Queen, and by the way, I'm the guild leader for Diamond. It is level 5 right now, and our guild is on auto accept, so everyone is welcome. Just had to drop that. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.